Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and I'm going to do a series on this Waterfront stamp set from Stampin' Up. I think it's really pretty, and it can be found in the Occasions catalog on page 48, and it is $17, and this was inspired by a million sales achiever Connie Heisey. So that's pretty cool. I like that she came up with this, and some of the examples are really pretty too. Don't discard that when you're looking either online or in the catalog with the sample, like the cards that they show, because some of them are really pretty. So anyway, I also got this Brusho crystal color from Stampin' Up. It was on back order, but it came very soon after I got my other stuff, and it says not to open it, but of course I had to open one just to see what it was like. So I will show you guys. But you get a red, or sorry, a red. You get a yellow, a gamboge, I don't know, brilliant red. This one is Prussian blue, and it actually has some of this moss green on it that I opened. So I'm going to try to take that off of there if I can. And then moss green. And it says not to open it, but let me show you what it looks like opened, because I know that if you guys are like me, you're going to be really curious. And it has this locking thing on it. So just leave that on there from what I understand. We're going to open it together or try it together, but you can open it, and it's just a bunch of powder. So that's what it looks like inside. So I've done it so you don't have to. Because if you're like me, you're very curious about what it looks like on the inside. And it will stain, so that's why it says not to open it. I don't know if you can see some of the, kind of looks like poo on my hands. Ugh, excuse me. But that's what it is. So what you're supposed to do is take your little paper piercer and punch some holes in the top of this. It's very easy to punch. I was afraid it was going to be hard to do. And that's probably enough so that you can pour it out. I almost wish that there was a lid and then this, which is kind of what I was hoping actually when I opened it, because in my head I want there to be something that covers up the holes now. So how do you do that, you know? I put a little less in there. I don't know. I guess I should test out how well, and this was what was locking it. I'm just gonna throw that away. To me, it would have made a little more sense to have like you open the lid and then there's a little plastic that you poke the holes in, and then you go from there. But nobody asked me when they were designing this. Unfortunate, but true. And I don't know why I'm doing all of them. I guess, why not? So what I'm actually thinking I'm going to use that color first. And I don't know if I'm going to do all of these cards with these or not. I don't know. I haven't really come up with my designs yet. I am just kind of playing because I wanted to try out that as well. So I am going to score, no I'm not, I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 4 inches. I don't know what I'm going to make my card base out of yet. I'm going to cut this one at 4 inches too, because if I don't, I always forget and I think that this is a full card and it's not. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut them both at 4 by 5 1/4. So these are all either card fronts or inside cards or whatever. But now I can play a little bit with it. And I am going to take some embossing powder, and I am going to emboss using my Versamark ink and my heat gun. And we're going to see what we can do with this. So let me get my Stampin' Scrub ready and my block. And I need to move some of this. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is emboss. Maybe this with some trees above it. Well, I don't want to do that separately because I'll want that to be on this and not standing on top of it. So let me just go ahead and put this down somewhere like that. And I'll clean this off. And I'll take my trees. And I have to see where I embossed it. And maybe I should be doing these in a color now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see how this is looking. And there's mountains too. I might use a little mountain by the trees. This could be a total fail card. I don't know. I'm trying to find where I embossed it. Okay, there are the trees. I'm going to put the mountain over here a little bit. And I haven't watched any videos or really paid much attention to what anybody else has done with any of these. So I am kind of winging it, which is probably, I mean, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We will see. You know, lots of times you get excited about the new products and you see what other people have kind of done and you're like, oh, that's really cool. And that's partly how you get excited about them, is by watching other people, which might be why you're watching me. But yeah, I haven't done any of that for these. So, okay, I think I've gotten enough stuff on here. So I'm going to take my clear embossing powder, and I need just a scrap piece of paper. And I know I covered a lot of this area, but I'm not sure where everything was that I did, so I am just going to put embossing powder all over. Okay, and now I can see it a little better. I don't know if you guys can, but it actually looks pretty good. I got a little bit right there, so I'll just take that off. Now, if I feel like I want to add something else to this, I still can. It's not too late. I mean, you can emboss more, but let me go ahead and take my heat gun and warm this up. Okay, so I have my heat gun here. I'm going to just turn it on for a little second, about 30 seconds, and then I'll start embossing. Okay. Okay, so now that that is all embossed, you can see the image, and you can see where I got a little bit of that moss there, but I think I'll be okay. Well, I'm kind of thinking, which can be scary, I'm thinking I'm just going to put some blue up here, kind of make it look like the night sky, and then I'm going to put some maybe green down here, like the moss green, like dark green. I don't know. Let's see what we can come up with. So I know that it says to take your aqua painter and, oh great, my aqua painter isn't clear. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, anyway, make sure you clean your aqua painters when you're done with them. I can't believe I did that. And then I'm now also getting some glitter on here. It's just a fun ride. That's all right. I think we'll still make it work. And then, oh yeah, I punched the hole. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this on. And it is supposed to like kind of spread out. I'm not sure. This is crazy. And then I think I'm going to use some of the moss green down here. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Looks pretty. Good job, good job. Okay, it seems to work a little better when you put when you pat it or tap it. Whew. So now I'm just going to take my aqua pencil and kind of color this. There are some trees here. Oh gosh, that's really dark. Oh, I even forgot about the moon. Well, that's kind of cool. So let's see here. Let me clean this off. There's still a lot of ink on here, like, or not ink, but color on here. Like if I needed to do another color of something, I certainly could. I am going to take, golly, there's a ton of ink on here. Okay, so I'm going to take my, I think a baby wipe might work best. And I'm going to go over where I embossed. I cut my baby wipes most of the time because I don't usually need a huge whole one. So I cut them down, and this is a part of one. Actually, it's 2 parts of one, but okay, so I'm just going to take this and try to clean off some of this. Look how much color there is on the trees. And the mountain. So less is more on this color thing, because there's a ton of color in here, which is great. I mean, that's what you want. Just maybe learn from my, but I don't hate this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't hate it. I think it's kind of cool just looking just like that. And then I could make a card out of it. I'm going to take my heat embosser and just heat it so it gets warm and dry. I think that we could really make some really cute things with this. I'm not kidding. I think that you just have to know how it works. So play with it for a little bit and see what you think. And, you know, I'm taking you along for my playing so you can learn from me too. But, I mean, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. Let me see if any of these kind of go with it. No, I'm not feeling those. But I think I'm going to do like a ribbon or something right here. Or maybe I'll just do a sentiment in black. Let's see what sentiments came with this. Friends make good times better. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Love never gives up. And the hard times easier. Friends make good times better and the hard times easier. Friend, thanks. I think I'm going to put every little kindness makes the world brighter. And I think I'll do that in black ink right here. Put this back. Another thing that I think is a little bit weird with Stampin' Up, because I mean, we usually, with these particular color things with Stampin' Up, not with Stampin' Up, but usually all of the colors are so matchy-matchy, like they know, you know what colors they are. But these being totally different, like Prussian blue, we don't have colors like that. And Gamboge, I don't even know. I mean, I can see the color, but you know, it's not a color we have in our collection. So that's kind of throwing me off maybe a little bit, just because I'm not sure what color to match things with, but I am going to, I think I have like an army green color, and that kind of looks like it would be cute with that. What color is that? Is it always artichoke maybe? Yes. Oh, I like that. Okay, so then I still kind of think I need something to lighten it up just a hair. So let me look in my stash of ribbon, and maybe I'll find like a white ribbon or something like that to use. I don't know if a ribbon is necessarily what I want, but I can't think of anything else right now. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5 this way. And then I'm going to score it at 4.25. And then I will use my bone folder and cut that. And then I'll put this on here. And then I'll take one of my insides and put that on the inside. But I'm still thinking I need like a ribbon or something. Oh, maybe some just twine. I got some twine from Hobby Lobby. So this isn't a Stampin' Up! Product. We also do have some burlap though that might be pretty. Trying to find the end of this. Okay. Yeah, I think this looks nice. So I'm going to cut this about here and scooch that stuff over. Let me get this taped really well because it wants to fold up because it's been wet and then dried. So I'm going to, oh, before I do that, let me put this on. And I have just enough tape that it's just holding it in the back there. And you could use like color embossing powder to make it so that these are green and, you know, the land is brown or whatever you want it to be. But I kind of am digging it this way. Digging it. And I'm just going to tie a little bow here. Yeah, I think that looks all right. I'm going to take a glue dot. I have a package already opened, I think. Oh, no, that's not glue dots. That's foam. one should hold it. And so there we go. I think that's really nice, and it could be used as a masculine card or, you know, even a feminine card. It doesn't matter, but it's very pretty. Every little kindness makes the world brighter. Very nice. All right, I'm liking this. So let's see what else we can come up with. Till next time, bye-bye.